June 3rd, 1965. After the success of the Gemini 3 test flight, NASA is ready to tackle the first of many operational objectives on its road to the moon. The first on the list is EVA. Rookie Jim McDivitt will be commanding this mission, flying the spacecraft and holding her steady, while his partner, Ed White, is scheduled to open the hatch of the spacecraft while in orbit and take a step outside. Ed will be connected to Gemini 4 safely by a tether, but the ability to operate outside the spacecraft is a key element of the Apollo lunar explorations to come, and Gemini 4 will be the first American attempt to exit a spacecraft in flight. After the scheduled EVA, or extravehicular activity, the two will remain in orbit for nearly 4 days, the longest American spaceflight ever up to that point.
Roll program completed, McDivitt report. And the pitch program has been initiated.
As they circled the Earth, they made numerous attempts to rendezvous with the first stage of their Titan booster. But after several unsuccessful passes, it was decided to focus on the upcoming EVA, and, on the third orbit, Ed White and Jim McDivitt depressurized their Gemini spacecraft and entered the realm of history.
Is he taking pictures? Take some pictures.
Okay, get out front where I can see you again. I've only got about 3 on the house block. Okay. Where are you? I don't have the control on that anymore.
Hey, you got about 5 minutes.
I want to get out and get some pictures. I have to do it. Okay, I'll get it down on the okay, I'm going to start firing the tractors now. There's no difficulty with that. We contacted the spacecraft. It's all very good.
Then, as if a pall of expectant silence had been draped over the communication lines, Ed White slowly and purposefully pushed away from his spacecraft and started floating free in space.
Houston, Capcom, has he egressed? This is Say Control, Houston. Gus Grissom has just established contact with the spacecraft. McDivitt confirms that White did leave the spacecraft. He says it looks great. He's outside working his maneuvering unit. And Jim is quite exuberant about the performance that he's witnessing at this time. Let's cut in live now and listen to what White said. We've not heard him say anything over his comm. Let's tune in on that conversation. Yeah, it's working. Keep talking. Gemini 4, it's working. Keep talking. Gemini 4, keep talking, it's working. Gemini 4, use some Capcom.
Gemini 4, Houston, Capcom.
Voice you hear repeating, it's working. Keep talking, there's two.
Time to keep talking. We're receiving it through your box.
Okay, we're going to monitor. Okay, I've been receiving it. Tell her what you think.
For a brief moment in human history, the eyes of the world were upon Ed White as he circled the Earth at more than 17,500 miles an hour, flying in tandem with his Gemini spacecraft. After only 15 minutes, it was time to go back inside. Ed White quoted this to be the saddest moment of his life. However, the next 4 days of Gemini 4 were one of happiness for the crew. Making Earth observations and changing their own orbit, Jim and Ed circled the Earth for a longer period than any manned American spacecraft to date. And, on June 7th, the pair successfully initiated retrofire and began re-entering Earth's atmosphere.